Okay, I need to heat up some pizza. Definitely got to do that. Grab a drink. Get Gracie whenever she's ready to come in. And then maybe we start game dev? I'm kind of half expecting a call from Hovercat. Because she'll probably be putting little Toadette down in about half an hour. And I told her if she gets the chance to like call me so I can talk with them a little bit before she goes down. Because I'm not going to see her for a day or so. So, yeah. Hoping to squeeze that in at some point. Alright, so here's the question. Do we go... I think we go straight into game dev after this break. And then we just kind of... There might be a little bit of a break in the middle of the game dev. We'll see. Or maybe I'll just sit up here and surf the internet while eating pizza. I don't know. We'll see. So I will be back shortly, and then we'll change category and all that good stuff. That's it. Be right back.
This is just...
It's fun.
It is. This is too much fun.
Hey, what level are you at? Experience-wise.
I don't know. How do I know?
Oh, like it's down in the bottom, above your inventory.
I don't have any.
Oh, okay. Just
I
checking.
recently died.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Ah! Did you move the water?
Oh. I mean... Look, Turtle. There's no way I come out of this looking like the good guy.
Did you put it back?
Yes. My plan is to grab the P-switch as it falls, and then do a runoff. Oh my goodness! The cheese! This time, oh boy. Oh, but so the suggestion thing, the level idea thing. All it does is it grabs a random item from each list. In some cases it grabs like multiple items, or it randomly decides that it doesn't want any items from a list. Alright, so... Oh! Wow! I feel like I got super lucky on that one. I guess just throw Luigi at that last jump like 4 or 5 times and he eventually gets it. Oh, first clear. Exactly. Hey! Don't jinx it. Nobody jinx it. Yes! Oh, wow. You never see snails coming. They're too sneaky. They're too sneaky. Whoops. Snake is sticking in my arm. I'm afraid of it. No, it's not venomous and well behaved. I went to a place. I did some. I spent a few months abroad in Southeast Asia. And there was a place there called the Snake Temple that I went to visit. Oh! Oh! We got it. It's done forever. Alright, Hudson is now banned and can no longer... Super spicy. Alright, let him go down. Might be a little bit too low. Alright, that's looks good. I'm just gonna keep going right. There it is. You know, it's funny you should ask. Funny you should mention that. Because that was the one thing that had to be included. Now I am ready for Halloween. Except I need the bit donations to be actually real. Yeah, everything just a little bit stretched and skewed, I think is the way to go here. I've really captured... Hello. Hi, Turtle. This is awkward. Oh, we got it. Out of 27. And there's no way I'm getting all of those, of course. I think that last I checked, only about 40 people have managed to... Okay. Oh. Oh. Whoa. Oh, okay. Only about... You guys, get back on board. I want everyone back on base as quickly as possible. Return. This is it. Fire everything at the enemy shields. We did it! Decent position to land a few lucky shots. Hello, Mr. Other Spy. 3. Oh, that was good. Oh, did you guys like that? I liked that.
Little do they know you're using heat-seeking missiles.
Oh gosh, that crit.
This is 101 how to kill a server. Play with
That's
dogs,
right.
Give them a medic.
Oh gosh, this is just disgusting.
Oh, they got me. I'm dead.
Oh no. Oh no.
Anything back here?
No goodies?
No goodies.
Oh!
Oh god, that's a
Oh no! Oh no! Well, it's all up to you.
Alright, I got this. It's
I'm
totally
dead.
fine.
I got card.
I am dead.
Yeah, we're all dead.
Oh my goodness. That
Alright,
was
I'm making a run for it.
Yeah.
Alright, it's
Just lick it. Just plunk it. I'm scared. Oh, whoa, hey, okay, whoa, hey, buddy, whoa, hey, oh, all right. That was a good dodge. Yeah, lag is such an issue with versus mode. Jump through here, jump over. There we go. Line it up, line it up. All right, we're back. You know, I never played Splatoon. Yeah, I gotta show off my Curbskit impression because I've been working on it, and I think I've got it down now. You know, practicing in the mirror. It takes a bit, but I think I finally have captured. I think I've finally captured Curb's true essence. All right, here we go. Hey guys, it's me, Curbska. Camp Horizon. I love this stage. All right, Mario Maker 4.0 update. All stages are replaced with this one. Yeah, this is basically hold right. Right here. Hold right, hold jump, and you got it. Huh. Don't even need the power-ups. You can just damage boost. Alright, cool. We got it. We got our sub 30. 27 and change. Fantastic level, Mario Maker fan. Probably one of my favorite levels of yours so far. Hey, Kip, with the 2 months. Thanks, buddy. Let's do it. Let's impersonate Germ Dove here. There we go. There we go. I'm now fully germed up. Wait, hang on. There's something missing. There's something missing. There's something missing. There we go. The full germed up experience. The slightly grainy chroma key. This is how we're doing. This is how we're doing the rest of the stream in Germ Dove mode. This is truly a new era for the channel. Stealing other people's layout. That's what it is. Then you can just kind of whoop. And then you just wait. Pow. Oh, we're gonna beat it. Bop. Drill down. Bop. Drill down. Oh, apparently you don't do it a third time. Oh yeah. And then the final thing is these buzzsaws. Yeah, let's see if we can get on the left side. That's a cool setup to allow for oh, there we go. Yes, shenanigans are afoot. We got shenanigans back. Doing any kind of commentary. Who knows? It was the momentum. It was the momentum. I stopped because I didn't know what was up there. And then when I got up there, I was like, ooh, I have screwed myself out of this one. But it doesn't matter. Because I got it this time instead. So glad there weren't spikes behind the goalpost. I know you wouldn't do that, but still. Good job. You've proven yourself worthy. Not what I wanted you to do. There we go. All right. There we go. Simple as that. All right. Next time. Next time, I might not bounce off a fish. Oh, almost bounced off a fish. Don't do anything, don't do anything, don't do anything. Oh, I was not sure about that. I was not sure about that lava level. But also the clock. Let's go. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yes! Nope. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. I don't need the one up. Oh my goodness. Oh man. That's exciting. I don't know if I have to do that double back or not. And there's the end. Look at that. That's so good. I could probably... It has to be very fast. So I tested that to see what that looks like. This is an example of, with the big Dobbs logo. So it would go like, boom, whoa, boom, wah. The sound effect is actually not happening from the computer. Yeah, believe it or not, that's actually me making that noise with my throat. Boom. All right. Okay. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle indeed. Okay, that is... Whoa! Oh! Oh! Oh, I see. Oh, I want a star. I want a star, and I want to stand on that. No, we're good. We're good. Look at this. Look at this. We are in great shape, guys. Look, we're back. We're all good. We've got tons... I forgot. Counterflog! Crit! He's already dead!
Don't overextend.
I must overextend! Alright. That's why I've got the conch! Because now I'm practically invincible! Well, alright. We're doing it. Isn't there an actual game development category now? Software and game development. Oh, look at that. There's a new category for it. We don't have to jump into science and technology anymore. We're breaking out. Okay. Now, the absolutely first thing we're going to need is some cool tunes to listen to. So we'll do this one. Nintendo music to play on stream from youtube.com. All right. The next thing we're going to do, I got Photoshop open. And we're gonna go art first. Not the best art, but some kind of art. Oh, and I gotta think about like screen size and everything. How big is a tile in this game? You know what? Let's just go crazy for now. Just get big old canvas here for our artwork. We're gonna go pixely because that's easier to draw. All right, we need some good colors. I want to have a kind of a creamish color. What's the CSS? Is cream an actual color in CSS? It kind of is. FFFDDO. Cream. Brush. Pencil block. We might change that. 7 inches. Perfect. Okay, so maybe we do a creamy color here, and we want a nice heavy blue, not full saturation, not super dark, because that's gonna be like the edges of. That's gonna be the water. That's gonna be like the lines on snowbanks. That's gonna be the outlines of snowmen. And then finally, is this music too loud? Is that just me? It is just me. Oh, that's better. I forgot I turned voice meter way up, but only for my headphones. Ooh, that was something. And then a nice cherry red. Oh, that's a tasty red right there. There we go. Which this is hardly gonna be there at all. Really oofed. Actually, I'm not on board with the cream anymore. We'll see. We'll see. So this is gonna be the water around a big ol' ice floe, which is gonna represent the South Pole. Boom. All right, so if I zoom into that, does that look right? Does that look right? It looks a little too much cream. I don't want to go full white. I think full white is a little boring. So this is just our mock-up. I think the cream is a little bit too creamy. Let's see. Is it too heavily saturated? Maybe. Like that's a very light cream right there. Is it the right saturation but just too dark? No. It still says music. I see software and game development, but that might just be taking a bit to... Let me see here. Twitch, live, my channel. No, it's updated. Now, granted, it updated like 6 minutes ago. I just put the piano away. What is this? Oh, it's not even video game music. That wasn't part of the deal. Is it though? Let's take a look at this. How am I gonna turn that into piano music? I don't think I'm gonna make that work. You can sing it. Oh, and now my wife is calling. One moment. Oh my gosh. I am pathetic. They've been gone for, like, what? Not even 10 hours, and I am already missing them. I'm gonna be awful in, like... Oh, it's the keyboard, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. It's gonna be awful in like 16 years when she moves out. Okay. Ice. That must be it. I picked a very good daughter. It wasn't easy, but I pulled it off. Do I want... well... Do we go cyan for this? Or kind of a very, very light blue? The manliest man. That's me. Maybe this is the color we go with. Maybe this is our third color. So we have 2 shades of blue and red. And that's it. That's the entire game. So we'll have like a big our game board, which doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be square, but I think it'll make things a lot easier if we started out square. So yeah, it'll have edges, and then maybe it'll have like maybe towards the bottom we'll kind of imply some height of this glacial. How would we do that? Waves? No, because they're going to be stationary. Make it a rhombus. Nah, I don't like that. I don't like the depth there. Maybe I'll have like some like little extra ice flows about, little ice spikes poking out of the water, little bits of ice floating around. Focus, focus. The point is that there's a big block of ice, and then somewhere in the middle we have our big candy stripe tower to defend. Because I was at 2 pixels instead of 1. Something like that, you know. Yeah, so this is like, we're gonna build towers. Oh, that could be nice. So it actually has a little bit more structure to it. All right, let's talk penguins for a bit now. I don't know what our like rough size pixel height of tiles is going to be, but I think it's going to be based a lot on how chunky the pixels are for the penguins, because penguins are our main foe in this. You got to keep that in mind. Like, we already discussed that. That's been decided. Penguins are the enemy. So let's see, like a head, a body. That's too much body, isn't it? Wouldn't it be pretty small? Do I want yellow feet? The creative process. Doot. Well, yeah, like orangish. See, I'm trying to add as few colors as possible. I want to make it pretty minimalistic, but this might be important. Is that a reasonable penguin enemy? Is that about right there? Do we want to shave a little bit off the top? A soulless penguin, but it seems legit. I mean, these penguins should be soulless. Make it evil. Well, yeah, I mean, they are... Oh, gosh. They got too evil. Just red eyes. I mean, we could do that. That would be horrifying. I don't want too many colors. This is already a 2-color penguin. 3 colors. That's not transparent. Just red eyes. Everybody's saying red eyes. All right. Let's see what the red eyes do to this thing. Oh, gosh. That's frightening. Oh, and there he is over there. We zoom out to full pixel size. Penguin punk. All right, so there's our rough idea for the penguin. Well, yeah, but, you know, the individual element. So now this game has 4 colors. Blue, orange, white, red. Okay, so there's our penguin. He might someday shoot lasers. He's gonna start by not shooting lasers, though. Next, we need snowmen, which are going to actually attack the penguins. So, are these snowmen gonna be bigger substantially than the penguins? I think so. Something like that. Make them conquer Antarctica. I mean, that's the goal here. The penguins are trying to conquer Antarctica, you see. And you know what? I think we could reuse this orange. Boom. These penguins don't stand a chance. That's right. There we go. Penguin in snow disguise. So the penguin can get past your initial, like if you front load all of your towers, you're out of luck because the penguin's gonna slip right through the initial defenses. All right, so what's the size on this here? 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 16 pixels tall. A heater tower. Oh, and we're also gonna need like some kind of snowbank to indicate, like, hey, there's snowballs here. It's like a little snowdrift. If that makes any sense. There we go. Yes, the snowballs are the currency. And you have to go and collect that. Okay, so these will be a snow drift, and you put them in your snow bank. We'll get the terminology down. And your avatar is, of course, a Frosty the Snowman hat. Oh, that's awful. We'll work on that. Needs work. Alright, first off, I think maybe a nice red ribbon will help. Get rid of that. Get rid of that pixel. That one's gone. Can't deal with that one anymore. Get rid of that. Not quite. Maybe almost a little bit more here. Yes. That's too much rim, isn't it? Well, okay, hang on. We're getting somewhere. Let's move this red down a bit. You should sleep, it's true. Make all the snowmans ball's the same size, so it looks even more. Ah. Well, there could be. We may have different sizes of snowmen and all this other stuff. Boy, a top hat. This is not. What if we just take a little bit off of here, 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 here? Is that almost it? That's almost it. That might be about as close as we get. Courageous. Oh, another phone call. All right, I'm going to look at your penguin. Oh, rip burger. Oof. Okay, yeah, the memes channel. I remember the memes channel. It's not a snowman. You can't fool me. That's Chris Pratt. I think this is probably good enough. Not Chris Pratt. I don't know. It looks pretty Chris Pratt to me. Okay, so now that we have a general idea of the scale of the game, we're gonna have like, this is a tile. So oh, Jen suggested like an actual tower just with candy stripe colors. Let's see, how can we do that? Let's make an actual like brick-ish tower. Something like that one here. All right, good night. Actual brick tower with candy stripe for South Pole. There it is. That is the suggestion. Okay, it's a little bit Mario with these crenellations. Gracie, some guy on the other side of the world says hello to you. Gracie is continuing to kind of just look around absently while trying to fall asleep. Classic Gracie. Success. All right. Take care, Burger. That's kind of the implied brickwork, right? That's what this is. Maybe that should be blue. And then we give it... yeah. Snowmen should spit fire. No! That's not how snowmen do, right? 1, 2, 1, 2. Putting too much detail into this placeholder art. Oh, well. You got me there. You know, this didn't turn out exactly great, but the idea is there for now. Okay. We're gonna take this much. And we said what, 20 by 20, I think? If 20 by 20 is our grid. There we go. Cold fire? No. Ridiculous. Alright, so we're gonna have just our standard ice flow here. And then this right here, which represents some extra snow available. I think the idea is you're going to be able to get snow from any tile, but if it has the little, this right here. Oh, don't want you doing that. If it has a little bit of extra snowdrift appearance here, then that implies more snow available. Like, you get snow faster, significantly faster. Okay, top hat. Pull that off. Oops. Bop, bop, bop. Get that up here. Penguin. Old Pinguino over here. Evil penguin. I'm gonna try and get it so that his location is like centered on the center of the tile. Snowman. Kind of that, but also here. There we go. Let's bump him up 1. Yeah, right about there. And then the castle. Which is just the right size. Alright, so we can get rid of this. Oh wait, not quite. Not quite. We need this tile right here to be representing snow. And while we're at it, let's just get a placeholder one to represent water. Look at that. Beautiful. Flatten image. Wait, no, not completely flatten. Just merge all tiles. Merge layers. There's our art set for now. Whew, we got it. Fight or flightless. Art. Now we're gonna export that to a PNG. This is the first file we're actually putting in our dev folder here. Art.png, perfect. Eventually we may actually get each individual asset into different files, but for now it's very handy because we don't even know the color scheme yet, right? So we're starting with pretty much nothing. All right, let's jump into our folder here and open it with Visual Studio Code. Open a folder. Open games, fight or flightless. And there we go. This is it. We have nothing but an image folder. So we're gonna need the actual game, the web page that we're gonna land on. Let's see here. Saw my penguin on the TV. Have a Celeste background, so you must play and enjoy it regularly. I just think it looks nice as a background. Forsaken City just looks good. Oh, now I gotta see this. Ah. Thank you, Green Heroes. It's a good, that's the one. That's the one right there. There's things flying in every channel now. Alright, I want to look at the Moon Rover code here. Because I'm going to use a little bit of this as a placeholder. Pew! Paste it all. Music. We have no music. Art. We do have art. Oh, /content. I'm not even going to bother with that. It's just images. Art. Yeah, that's fine. Error reporting, no. Look at all this code here. And CSS? Do we even need a separate? I guess we do, huh? Alright, so we're gonna need style, we're gonna need a JavaScript/main. Did I not already pause the song request? No, I didn't. Pause. We're in go mode here. We're not in go mode. Let's see here. Fight or flightless. Face. Okay, we have no error container, because we're not doing that. I mean, we might eventually. It was vaguely handy for Moon Rover that if some exception occurred, we could capture it and show it to the user for error handling. We're going to go in go mode, yes. I'll take a note of that. Okay, so here's something fun I've been doing in some of my other projects in JS, is in the actual attributes, list the number of rows and columns. In Moon Rover, every piece of art, which I will show you if I can pull it up, every piece of like enemy art was a linear set of tiles, no matter how ridiculously long. And it was always square tiles. So I would be able to slice it pretty easily, because I would just look at the height and say, okay, take the width divided by the height, that's how many tiles there are, distribute out, and that's it. Which that kind of boxes you in some cases. So what I've taken to doing some more recent projects is mentioning or adding attributes for the number of rows and number of columns that the art has, which just kind of makes it a little bit easier in places. Okay, so we need a JavaScript folder with a main.js. And we need a style sheet. This game has more height. It's definitely going to be a bit more... I don't know. We'll see. Hello, Curbska. What do you mean? I don't know what you mean. Oh, wait. No, we're going to use the ocean color here as our page background. 10 hours? Well, you don't know that. It's true. My wife and child have left. Body, background color. Oh yeah, Gracie's here too. Alright, let's take a look. Does that work? Hello? Fighter Flightless. Is this here? Oh, why is it in images? Why is it in the image? How did it get in there? Get that out of there. And get JavaScript out of there. There we go. Alright, there we go. There's our game. It's looking good so far. Yeah. Needs work. Image container. We need to make sure we hide that. Gracie does love being out. Alright, how are we gonna do this? We need to slice the tiles, which, you know what? I happen to have some code that I've been working on recently that would come in handy here. Where did I put that? Oh, let's use the GDB. No, let's use the intro. Here we go. This is the code for the thing. You know the thing. What is the thing? The code to that thing is all in here. No, different thing. So how do I do the art on that exactly? Main? Do slice image into tiles. Here we go. Here we go. Perfect. That's what I want. Oh, and I want this. I'm gonna just grab some of this. I'm just gonna grab some of this code I found lying around. Get a little bit of this one. Let's take initialize. I don't even have an initialize function yet, but we're going to have one. Oh wait, we do have an. All right, perfect. Okay, so we're gonna take the elements. Dare I say tired? Wow. On before draw. That's right. I don't have an on before draw or an on after draw yet, but I will maybe. That's specifically for camera offset stuff. in HTML canvas, you can transform the viewport. It's kind of like, all right, hang on, break out paint. Bring out the paint. Okay, HTML canvas. Things go into canvas. You can tell the canvas, hey, draw a circle at location 500 pixels over, 300 pixels down. And be like, okay, boop, and it'll do it. But you know what would be cool is what if you wanted to draw that somewhere else? You can tell it, okay, instead of 500 over, make it 800 over, and it'll be like, oh, okay, boop. Or instead of that, take that idea, shove that off to the side. Instead of telling it to do that, of do 500 over or 800 over, you could instead say, what could you say instead? You could instead say, hey, take that canvas, shift the whole canvas over somewhere, like shift the whole canvas over and draw it at 0, 0. And it would be like, okay, and you get kind of the same result. Yes, moves the entire canvas. So what it's basically doing is we are giving the computer instructions on where to draw as though we are telling an animator where to draw on a piece of paper. We can tell the animator, hey, draw everything you're doing, draw that like a little bit to the right. Or I can just sneak in and move his paper to the left. All right? That's what we're getting at here. That's what I do when I'm doing like camera control in some of my stuff. I'm not actually moving a camera. I'm changing where the origin is. I can move the origin. Do I sound crunchy? I might sound a little crunchy. Crunch, crunch. It's got a little bit more bite to it. Maybe I just need to turn this down a bit more. Or be a little bit more quiet. ASMR game development stream. Here we go. Sprite of sprites. We're gonna need to have sprites, guys. Xbox Live mic on. Is it that bad? Did I like bump the cord or something? That could be it. Actually, you know what? I will try. Wait, hang on. I can just output my audio to my headphones. Whoa. Oh, you're right. That's very crunchy. Hello? Lower this volume. Oh, no, that's still bad. That's still bad. Still bad. Hello? Is that better? Maybe that's better? I can't change where it's outputting now because it's bugging me to upgrade to their paid version, and it won't go away until 60 seconds pass. But it's probably fine. Oh, weird. That's probably been going on for a while then. Okay. Slice image into tiles. It's going to take every image. It's going to grab the SRC, replace the PNG with nothing. It's going to set an image ID for each one. So this one's just going to be called art. And images. Oh, we need our images, don't we? Images right here. Okay. Perfect. Now I'm interested to see what it actually sounds like now. See if it sounds regular. But I have to, it's gonna mute for a second. Hold on. Wait for it. And oh, we're back quickly. Test. Oh yeah, that does sound quite a bit better. Okay, that's fair. I'm vaguely interested, but I'm also terrified of having to do everything again. You know. Alright, so initialize is basically just getting our artwork all sliced into tiles. Update frame num, does that even matter? I don't even know if that matters. Update rules, that was stupid. Sprite.update is where it's at. Yes, that. Okay. I think we're good now. Now we're going to start just throwing our code in and seeing what happens. Okay. So let's start with the game tile locations, I guess. Tile height. Ooh, tile height is, well, let's call it cell height. These are cells. These are game cells. I want height in actual pixels, I guess. Divisible by 20 would be good. Let's start with 40. No, let's start with 80 and go from there. And same with cell width will also be 80 for now. We may change these to be not the same as each other, like to go for more isometric, not isometric, like a slightly angled downward view. What would that be? I don't know what that would be. We're going straight on. We're not going from an angle like isometric. We're looking straight on. But I don't think we'll look straight down. I think we'll kind of look at a little bit of a tilt. So these may not be the same as each other later on. How many cells? How many cells do we have? Oh, and one other change to the canvas. Image smoothing enable. Oh, we've already got it. Perfect. That just makes the pixels stay pixely instead of blurry. All right. Cell rows and cell columns. How many cell rows are we gonna have? Cell row count. Let's start with 7. That doesn't seem like that's gonna be enough at all. Zoom and scale pixel, thank you. Draw cells. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna just completely obliterate everything. Rotate pixel art. Yes, thank you. I love rotated pixel art. It's my absolute favorite thing. Oh, wait, let's do fill rect with our background color, which is this one right here. Uh-oh. Spoilers. Gracie knocked over a lunchbox. It's not good.
Someone should tell all these pixels to go to bed.
Right you are, Pixel. Okay, I need to look over at the other code that I've got. The sprite code. Oh boy. Yes, this is an issue. How to draw an image from a tile. Surprisingly annoying. draw tile. We're gonna pass in a tile set, tile index, and then an X and Y location here. And then we're gonna copy paste this code and edit it. Perfect. So tileset.image, tileset.width, tileset.height. That is tile index. Trim edges to reduce bleed. This is a stupid thing that happens, but it mostly happens when you are using... Oh, that's some Kirby music. Mostly happens when you are using non-integer locations and stretching your tiles. No, I think it's just any non-integer locations, so maybe we can get around this. I'm gonna try to, at least. I'll keep scale as a possibility. Oh, we are gonna need to use scale, aren't we? Let's take out this because we don't need this Y scale, X scale business. H. Math floor. I guess math floor is important here. Probably is. This specific one is from, I don't know. Oh wait, someone did add a track list. Kirby's Epic Yarn. I should have known. Epic Yarn used a lot of piano music. Rotate. Ugh. I will allow the rotation code to stay, but we're probably not going to use it. All right, we're going to say draw tile. Tile set is images.art. Tile index, we're gonna give it, we're gonna draw the tower, which is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Draw number 5. Draw that at location, I don't know, 0, 0 for now. Did I get anything here? Oh, no, I did not because loop is not defined. Really? Did I not define? Where's loop? Oh, that's loop. Update and draw. That's all loop needs to do. Frame num is not defined. Makes sense, makes sense. Because I don't really know if I need frame num yet. We'll see. Oh, we got something. There it is. Tough to tell, but that's our castle in the that's a quarter of the castle in the top left corner. So that's something. Instead of putting it at 0, 0, let's put it at the dead center of the screen. Canvas width over 2. Canvas dot height over 2. Refresh that. Hello? Oh, I'm not using X and Y. Why am I not using X and Y? Oh, I'm using this .x and this .y. That's why. Fix that. There we go. Now look what we've got. Perfect. Next up, we want to see if we can modify the scale of that. Get this out of the way. And let's put this like this, so we can actually see our console down here. Get out of here. Get out of here. All right. Let's try, if I up the scale to 5, does that actually work? Almost. Hey! Alright. We have our Candy Stripe Icy Tower. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Yes, Gracie? Do you need to go out? You just went out a little bit ago. Do you just want some love? Gracie needs some love. Gracie, you need some love. You need some love and attention. Oh, you smell so bad, Gracie. Why do you stink so much? Why do you stink so much? Gracie needs a bath. Ugh. Hardly missing anything. Oh, wait. Ah, there I am. Ugh. I feel gross. Gracie, do you need to go outside? Need to go out? She likes to play this game. All right, I'm gonna try and see if she's gonna go downstairs. Gracie, do you need to go out? Okay, she actually is. I'm gonna let Gracie out. Enjoy clips. Exactly. Hey! Don't jinx it. Nobody jinx it. Yes! Oh, wow. Oh! We got it. It has to be very fast. 'Cause I'm back. It wasn't that long to let her out. I just need to run back down in a few minutes to let her back in. We have a castle! I guess. Okay, 5 seems a little bit much. Oh, we need to pass in the scale, don't we? That would be good. Who lives in that castle? South Pole researchers. Not Roy. That's the answer. That's the answer we needed. Definitely not Roy's. It's true. It's not Roy's. Okay, so. So that's in the middle there. Huh. Okay. So that's definitely too big, for one thing. That feels a little big, too. How big is 1? See, that's too small. 2 could work. Double scale. I don't want to go for a non-integer scaling of the pixels. 2 could work. So now we're gonna draw our tiles. So let's see. We're gonna have. How many tiles did we say? Cell row count, okay. Just a nice old-fashioned loop here. Columns, rows, all the best stuff. Does this game have a basic premise? Yes! You are defending the South Pole against waves of penguins in a strategy tower defense style game. So let's see. X is based on our current column. Okay, so hang on. I need to take our cell column count, subtract. I need to get the center here. If I pass in 0, I want to get -3. So column minus cell column count -1 divided by 2. That gives me that. If I pass in 0 for column, I get -3. If I pass in 7, I get 4. Oh, wait, 6. I'll get 3. Okay, we're good. Linux version of Lemmings. Bingoose. Okay, so this will be our X index, I guess we'll call it. And our Y index will be the same for row. I had a feeling, and that is very on brand for Linux, isn't it? The actual X position is going to be X index times our row, our cell width, which we've decided right now is 80, whatever. Cell height. And then we should be able to just draw a tile there. Let's draw a grid of snowmen for now. So that's index 4. Position here is that plus X, that plus Y. Hey, we have our grid of snowmen representing the game board. Very speedrunnable level. I could see it. It does flow. You're talking about the Thwomp one, right? It's got some flow to it. Okay, I've decided that these are definitely too far apart. So let's bump this up to 13. Oh, I see. New level. We need more room for these. 13. If I'm doing 13 snowmen at 40 pixels each, then we need to bump this up a little bit. There we go. Now I can see the whole game board. Okay. Is that a reasonable game board for a tower defense? We can always change it later, is the thing. But maybe the real question, I guess, is more of, from a gameplay perspective, is that enough? Okay, now we can add, boom. There's our sheet of ice. Oh, which you know what? You know what would be really good here is what if on our sheet of ice here we kind of did an every other, right? Like that. Re-export our art. Got it. Oh, we got tiles. Fuzzy tiles. And so our hat character will zip about. Put that back. That was a bad idea. Alright, so this is going to draw our grid of tiles, however big we're going to make it. Eventually, we want to consider things like having different maps where, oh, maybe there's not tiles available everywhere. Like maybe it's more oblong. Maybe this one's kind of a snaky path. That sort of thing. I think that each penguin will basically spawn on some random border tile, or at least have that as their starting tile, and they will swim from off-screen until arriving at their tile. Turn this down a little bit. No, I don't. I can just do... just turn down my headphones slightly. There we go. Now I don't have to speak up as much to hear myself. So the penguins will swim up to whatever their assigned target tile is, and then perhaps they do some kind of pathfinding to find the shortest route to the South Pole. Hey, Snarky. And once there, maybe you lose, maybe your tower takes damage. I don't know. We'll figure the rules out as we go on. But for starters, this is the general idea, is that the penguins will... I don't think they're going to go off-grid. I think every penguin is going to have a specific tile that they are currently in, though that they may animate between the tiles. They're going to be in a specific tile at a time. So let's see here. And then we'll need some way to actually control our player character as well. But maybe we start with getting a little penguin action going. So we're gonna need, in JavaScript, we're gonna need a new file for penguin.js. There, we built a penguin. Penguin extends sprite. We still need a sprite class, don't we? Does this have anything useful in it? It doesn't really look like it. No, it does not. Okay. We'll make a base. Will we? We'll get around to it. Yeah, we should go ahead and have a base sprite class. All right, so here's what the sprite class has. It has a constructor with X and Y. Easy. Is it? Oh, I better get Gracie. Gracie might be ready to come back in. I better check on her.
Little do they know you're using heat-seeking missiles.
Oh gosh, that crit.
This is 101 how to kill a server. Play with
That's
dogs,
right.
give 'em a medic.
Oh gosh, this is just disgusting.
Oh, they got me!
Oh,
You guys get back on board. I want everyone back on base as quickly as possible. Return. This is it. Fire everything at the enemy shields. We did it! Pixel's got it. Pixel's got the idea here. Now I can't hear the music at all. Oh. Maybe there was no music. Playable top hat. Yes. Think Frosty the Snowman top hat. Summoning magical snowmen. Alright, so Sprite has an X and Y location, or does it? Yeah, it has to have an X and Y location, not necessarily a tile location. It has to have a list of a list of rules to follow with the update command. It has to have is active flag, which once it changes to false, it gets removed from the game. Does it need anything else? What did we do on this other one? No, that's really the main ones. The tile set is useful, knowing which tile set the art should draw. Yeah, because we want to have the code to actually, okay, how do you draw this art? That's a good idea. You know what? That is an interesting idea. Moving units one at a time. That is actually pretty neat. And our current snowman sprite does not have a hat, so that works quite nicely. Yay! So let's see here. We have to have the location and the tile set. I'm useful, yay! So here's what we're gonna do is when you want to draw a thing, we're basically going to use our shared draw tile code, which is going to be your tile set. Current tile. Yeah, that's something too. We need to know the current tile. And then its location is going to be... should we say 0, 0 is the South Pole, the center itself? That might make things a little easier to manage. I'm gonna try that. All right, so that's gonna be our sprite class. So add that to our. Wow. And add penguin. So we can have our class penguin extends sprite. It's just kind of a way of saying that all of the code that we just added to sprite also applies to penguin. Can the snowmen use their nose as rocket missiles? Perhaps that's some kind of upgrade that you can give to your units. Is this going to be level-based or play until you die sort of thing? I like the idea of there being a victory condition of some kind, though that may typically amount to survive a certain number of waves. Similar to Plants vs. Zombies, Bloons, they are Billions, any other kind of like defense, tower defense style game. There's usually some kind of win condition. So I think we'll probably go with there's a set number of penguin waves you have to survive, and then you can go to another level, which may have like a different iceberg arrangement. When you construct a penguin, what do you give it? An initial tile, maybe? Does that make sense? Give it knees. Well, trying to figure out when we start up our wave, we will new up a set of penguin objects. What information do we need to give those penguins? Different types of snowmen, or start with a basic one and upgrade into different skill branches? Probably the latter. So they can't yield to your power. I think we want to tell it which tile that it's going to swim to, but it's going to be swimming from off screen. So ooh, then again, what happens if a penguin... Alright, I'm thinking eventually, in the same way that the old desktop tower defense worked, is you would build towers that were both attacking, but they would also block the path of the enemy, and the enemy would have to go around. So you would eventually like build these massive mazes. The penguins do not spawn from the castle. That's what you're protecting. That's your home base, in a sense. Artwork is placeholder. You know what? Looking at this now, I'm like, that's too much. That's too much blue. What if I do every other one? Is that doable? Oh, it's not gonna quite work. Oh wait, well, it can work. Hang on, it still can work. It still can. I want to try something here. There, that's where I want it, kind of. It's like right around there. But then, it's because it's a weird number. Dang it, that's not gonna work. It's a weird number. Alright, you can stay. This one, I don't know. This video doesn't list its timestamps very well. It's a prime number. The tiles are 20 pixels by 20 pixels. I may change that later, but for now it works. Well, what I was wanting to do right now, I'm doing every other pixel is blue, and then on the other side it's the even. On one side it's the odds, and one side it's the evens. And I was like, that's a little bit too full of a line. I'd really rather it be like half as many. But looking at this, that means I'm gonna be off by like, see, in its current state, I just need it to be divisible by 2 or something. I don't know. Am I thinking of this super crazy? Like I want one here. Like there's one at the top there, so I want one here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Two, three, four. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. See, that's gonna get really crowded over in the corners. Like stupidly crowded. That's what I'm trying to avoid. I don't know if that makes sense. I mean, I guess we can try that and see what it looks like. Maybe it's not going to be as bad as I think it'll be. Ugh, I don't know. 78 is dead. I didn't say... No, it's not 78 long border. Oh, I get what you mean. Yes. If you the entire perimeter is 78. But what I'm really focused on right here is the like when it tiles together. What I'm focused on is like I want these lines to be like boop 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 boop. But then it gets all jumbled up in the corners. And I don't know if there's a great way to make that work, because I'm going with like a, yeah. If I move these right and these down, maybe that would work. But it still doesn't look great. Even if I do tile it correctly. Yeah, what I would have to do is shift these down, this right, and then similarly this goes right, and then, no, I don't know. That's still, I don't know what I need there. I don't like it either way, but this will work for now. Add more dots. I was trying to get less dots. That was the whole point. It had more dots before. I don't want more dots. The point is, when we spawn a penguin, I think what we're gonna do is give it an off-screen location. And it's going to, the penguin is going to swim on screen perpendicularly. It's gonna have an orthogonal path. It's just gonna try and make a beeline for the nearest block of ice it can get to. So we are gonna give it effectively a tile X and a tile Y. I'm gonna call it initial tile X and initial tile Y. Wait, no, don't require base name. What are you doing? Oh, super. Super is the call I need to make. So I need to give it an X, a Y, and a tile set. Don't know what that's gonna be. And then the tile set is going to be images.art. This dot tile. I'm okay with how the sides look for the most part. Again, this is all placeholder stuff, so I shouldn't even worry about it. The penguin is tile 3. Initial tile X for X times cell width. And then our Y is initial tile Y times cell height. So that just gives us our initial coordinates for our pinguino. The update functionality for a penguin. Eventually find nearest starting point. And then path towards the center. Instead, we're gonna say that we're gonna do kind of a very, very simplified go towards the center of the screen kind of code here. So we're gonna say if this dot x is greater than 0, then this dot x minus equals speed, where speed is gonna be 1. No, 0.5. And then we're gonna say, oh, if this dot x is less than 0, then plus equals speed. And then do the same thing for y. So this is like a super simple, just hone in on the center of the screen. And that's it. Sounds good, Pixel. Sleep well. Man, when are we getting animated emotes, right? It can't be long. There's not that much time left in the year, and they said this year. So we'll see. All right, so I'm gonna refresh. I'm gonna add sprites dot push new penguin. Initial tile X, I'm gonna say negative 30. That should be well off screen. Let's say negative 20. Initial tile Y, 15. So it'll be top left. Penguin. Penguin. There does exist a penguin. He's coming! He's coming this way! That was a little eerie. I think we will have different, some different art for when the penguin is in the water. He'll show as like a little bit of a, ripple underwater. And then once he hits the tile, he'll pop out. Okay, but that worked. The animated emote is being corrupted on mobile. That's a shame. Why don't they work on mobile? It's a GIF that's supported on everything. How is that not working for mobile? Oh well. Mobile's always been bad. Ah, rip. Next up, our next class that we're going to create is our snowbank? No, our snowdrift. It's different. The snowbank is our current bank. Very, very different. Alright, got our snowdrift class. Constructor on that is it also gets an X and a Y. It turned, well, that might have been something else. I don't know. Snowdrift is tile number 1. And I think we're also going to give it tile X and tile Y as an actual property that it's going to keep track of. That's going to be very handy because we're going to look at what tile is the player currently over, that kind of thing. Will the penguin die/despawn if it touches a snowman you create? I don't think so. I think the snowmen themselves will do no damage. directly. That's snail. It's actually going to be the snowballs they throw. That's going to be where the damage comes in. Speaking of, I'm going to have to draw snowballs at some point. And let's see, a snowdrift has an amount of snow, maybe? Like, can you extract all the snow from a snowdrift? This is a question. This is probably a question for another time. So let's leave that as is. So let's refresh. Now let's push a new snowdrift to tile -4, 2, which should be like right around here, I think. Let's see if it happens. Dang it. Right, it's inverted. So can the penguins be able to destroy the snowman if they get in? That's a good game design question as well. Like, do the penguins attack the snowmen, or do they always beeline for the tower? All right. Ooh, that's a big split that I've never really noticed in tower defense games. In some tower defense games, specifically, I'm thinking Bloons and Desktop Tower Defense, among several others, I'm sure, the mobs do not ever interact with the towers that damage them. Now, whether they pass through or have to map around them or what, that's whatever. But the point is that once you place a tower, you don't have to defend your tower. However, in games like Plants vs. Zombies or They Are Billions, your towers are at risk. Why not both? That's a good question. Aww. Little Toadette just woke up crying, saying, I want to go home. Hovercat brought her a nightlight and she calmed pretty quick. We'll see. Might be coming home tomorrow after nap if she keeps having problems. Oh, that gets right to my heart. It's just a little girl. She's defenseless. I have to be with her. I have to defend her. That is a weird looking emote at a distance. Like, I still can't. I pulled up the big thing and I still can't make heads or tails of that. So we'll decide on the snowdrift what it's gonna do later, but I think maybe we're gonna have multiple types of towers you can build. Snowman maybe is just going to attack, but can be pathed through. And if it is pathed through, maybe it does take damage. You know, not like destroyed kind of damage, but like, you know. Well, is that even a challenge then, or is that just annoying to deal with? I was thinking maybe you could build walls, and the snowmen you kind of position your snowmen behind walls to make sure your snowmen aren't injured. Or do the snowmen also act as walls? Let's add a snowman class. Snowman is going to be basically the same as a snowdrift for now, except its artwork is going to be tile 4. I think this is double dash. Snowman looks pretty defenseless there. very easy to path through. Maybe the snowmen are not just snowmen. Maybe they're also a structure that can't be pathed through. I don't know. That's going to be a tricky decision at some point. For now, we're just going to plop a snowman around. Next. Oh, penguins need health. We're going to say a penguin has 5 health. 3 health, 3 health. If this dot HP is less than or equal to 0, this dot is active equals false. Boom. Now penguins die. Snowman. Snowman needs to be able to look for penguins. So here's how a snowman's gonna look for penguins. Oh, and we need a snowball art. We need a snowball art, which is gonna be, I think, pretty easy to do. I don't know how big to make it. Is that too small? That's probably gonna be like way too small, right? But is that too big? That's about as big as a snowman's head. So that might be too big. Let's go with that right there. Let's give it a little bit of shading. Totally shading right there. Save our art. Alright, so we need a snowball. .js. Which is tile 7 now. Now, snowball does not have a tile location, really. I think X and Y on its own is good. X and Y. X and Y. Yeah, it doesn't have really a tile location because it's off grid. Poor baby. She's sad and she's in a weird place. She wants to go home and be in her bed. Snowball, go. Here we go. All right, Snowman is gonna find a nearby penguin, pinguino. So we're gonna look at sprites. Let's see. Let. All penguins. Sprites.filter. There we go. That's easy. Find all penguins. Look at the list of sprites. Limit it to the ones that are penguins. Now, a little bit trickier is what's our maximum range? Let's just say range here. We're gonna put this in terms of actual pixels here. What distance should a snowman see a penguin if it takes? Yes, exactly. That is the question we're answering right now. Let's say it is 3 tiles, and this is something that will probably allow you to upgrade over time. So find all penguins within range. So let's take our penguin list and let's filter it further to where this dot x minus penguin.x squared plus this dot y minus penguin.y squared. That distance is less than range squared. So notice we are not actually computing the distance because we don't have to. We are, let's pull up Paint, not Photoshop. Paint's gonna be easier here. So we're not actually computing our distance here. We've got our snowman and we've got our penguin. So intuitively, what you're gonna want to do is say, I will compute this distance and then see if it is greater or less than the snowman's range. Well, how do you compute that distance? Well, I have to take a squared plus b squared, and that equals c squared. Like, yeah, that's right. There's our a, there's our b, and there's our c, which we're actually interested in. We want to know, hey, is c greater than our range? Or is it less than our range? So we've got A. That's our element 1.y minus element 2.y. So we can square that. We've got B. We know that A squared plus B squared equals C squared in this instance. So all we have to do now is square root that, and we'll get C. But why do all the expensive? It's not that expensive. Why do all that square rooting, that expensive square root operation on this whole thing? Instead, we've already got a squared plus b squared, and we know what c is. It might be easier just to check c squared. Against, check a squared plus b squared against range squared, because that's basically the same operation. Not always mathematically. In this case, it is because we're never dealing with negative distances. There's no such thing as a negative distance in our case. So mathematically, you can't always get away with that. But in this case, we can, and we don't have to deal with a bunch of nested powers and square root stuff. So this will say, this will be our nearby penguins. Equals all penguins.filter. Now, here's the question. What if there are multiple nearby penguins? Now what do we do? What do we do now, actually? Do we always look at the closest penguin? Do we aim for the penguin with the lowest health? The one closest to it? We can do that. That is when it's going to get a little bit more expensive. Because now we're going to have to actually sort by the distance. So that tiny little mini ramp, like we lose any actual benefit we did have. Hang on. There's nothing. We're good. We'll divide by 0 and create a black hole. Yes, absolutely. So what we want to do is, if there are near penguins, which I'm going to be super long-winded there, if near penguins.length is greater than 0, then how do we find our target penguin? I think this is going to be a to-do item. How to find best target. For now, we're just going to take one, which effectively is going to be whichever one was spawned first. Because that's just the easiest to deal with right now. I don't want to deal with sorting algorithms, because that syntax gets a little bit messy in JavaScript. So let's just say, just pick the first one in the list. All right, so yes, we have our target. We're also gonna... We don't want to fire every frame, so we're gonna have a reload timer, which equals 0 to start with. And I'm gonna say less than or equal to 0 just to deal with like the occasional problem of like, oops, I deducted too much from my reload timer because I got a power up that reduces all cooldowns by 5 seconds, but this guy was already at 4 seconds on his cooldown, so now he's at -1, so he never gets picked up. No, we don't want to deal with that. So we're just gonna, you know, just to be safe. If reload timer is less than or equal to 0, then find a nearby penguin and shoot it. Also, every frame, we're gonna reduce our reload timer by 1 frame. But only if it is greater than 0. Why not? Okay, so we found our target. We're gonna set our reload timer to 45 frames, 3/4 of a second. That sounds about right? Works for me. And now we're going to actually build a snowball and throw it at our penguin friend here. So a snowball, currently that just takes in an X and Y. Can snowballs miss? I don't think they should, because they're completely out of the player's control. So I would say that we want to have a target sprite. Update. If this dot target dot is active, because remember, two snowmen could be attacking the same penguin. If one of their snowballs kills the penguin, the other snowball needs to know what to do if the penguin's gone. So we have to be ready for that. So I think what's gonna happen is when we throw the snowball at a penguin. Oh, I know exactly how it's gonna work. This is gonna be easy to program, but it's gonna look decent. So we're gonna have a target X location. This is gonna be great. It's gonna have a target Y. Basically what I'm gonna do is I'm going to make the snowball hone in on the penguin's location and then deal damage to the penguin once it gets close enough. But if the penguin disappears, it's going to continue honing in on where the penguin was and then dissipate and do no damage. And that's gonna be good enough. That said, eventually we might be adding like big snowball that does area of effect, or all these other very special types of things. So we need to be ready for that. But initially, this is going to be good enough. If this .target is active, then update our target X and Y. Otherwise, skip that step because our X and Y target is never going to change because our target is dead. Then, this .x plus equal. Okay, here's where things are going to get a little bit funny. What I want to do is have it quickly hone in on the position, but I want it to look like it's being lobbed. Okay. So I'm going to kind of cheat it a little bit. Will the player move and build while the penguins are attacking? Yes, I think so. I think you need to be able to react to upcoming threats and changes in the environment as need be. So I think that's allowed. Also, I think it makes sense to continue moving around and collecting resources. Maybe the snowmen need to be recharged over time, or your barriers will slowly deteriorate. I don't know. We'll figure that out later. We're really prototyping at this point. Okay, if the target is active, change our target location. Let's just make this really easy for now. This dot x, this dot x minus this dot target x. So this is like saying, what's the difference? Oh, actually, let's flip those. Maybe they'll melt. Ooh, that would be something. So this is how much I need to add. If my target is at 150 and I'm at 100, then I need to add 50. Perfect. So I'm gonna say, do like this times 9, 8. Sounds good. So this is gonna do kind of a... The curve of this is gonna be like, if this is my target and this is my initial point, it's gonna be this type of speed. So it's gonna start fast and then slow down. Combine that with a lob effect, and you'll get. All right, so that's visually what we're gonna be going for. Let's see here. Distance to target equals, and this is gonna be a very meh function here. It's not going to be exact. I do want to make sure that I square this, or at least do an absolute value, because I don't want to deal with weird cases where I come in from an angle. Uh-oh. How is she? Okay. Hovercat is vaguely optimistic that she probably just woke up and she realized she was somewhere different than usual and got a little scared. Poor baby. She's so far away from me right now. She's usually just right in her room. If she's sad, I can just go down there and help her. Which I haven't had to do in a long time. I'll say that. Like, she has been really good on sleeping through the night. In fact, I don't think we've gone in overnight for at least 6 months now. Like, for nothing. Absolutely nothing. She never wakes up screaming or scared. She's so good. She's so good. Distance to target. If, and this is technically the distance squared. If it is less than 1 pixel away, then we're close enough to being on target. Yes, magic numbers. Shut up. Don't worry. This is a little throwaway project. If distance to target is less than 1, then we've hit our target. And what we're going to do is we're going to inactivate the snowball. And assuming that our target is still active, then we are going to deal damage to our target. 1 damage. That's all. It's all fakey science stuff. That's right. Temporarily, let's up our snowman's range by a lot, so that we can refresh, add our snowman, add another snowman, and then add a penguin. A little bit off screen. Here he comes. Here he comes. Here comes the penguin. All right, throw the snowballs. Throw the snowballs. Why aren't you guys throwing the snowballs? because the snowman has not been told how to make a snowball yet. That makes sense. New snowball, which needs an X, this dot X, a Y, this dot Y, and a target. Target. Good job on protecting the base, guys. All right, here we go. This time. Here he comes. Snowballs. Snowball is not defined. I never added a snowball to the list of sprites here. And I'm hard defining every JavaScript file. Go. All right, here he comes again. Here he comes again, this time for real. Target is not defined in snowball. Target is not defined, line 14. This dot target, not just target. Scoping. Add our snowman, add our penguin. Here we go. Get ready. Here he comes. Oh, he's dead. He's gone. He's just gone, isn't he? Add a bunch of snowmen. Oh gosh, they're getting pelted. Oh gosh, it's a massacre. Add a lot of penguins. Here they come. Oh, I can't even see the snowballs. Are they that fast? They are that fast. That's what's going on here. We stopped them with just 2 snowmen. Guys, it's working. These snowballs are too fast, though. You can't even see them. All right, 3 penguins coming up. Wow, that's still way too fast. I mean, I get it. Okay, let's try going for... I don't know. All right, just 1 snowman. I guess it makes sense. It's gonna cover half the distance in a frame. Maybe I do need to ramp that down pretty significantly. Oh, there we go. Pew, pew. Well, but then... Ooh, you can really see that blue line there. Maybe you guys can't, but... Alright, the penguin outran the snowballs, which is not good. See, I like that curve a lot more, though. That would be interesting. Basically, movement impairing abilities for snowmen. Let's see here. How do we make these snowballs toss a little bit better? Because this is a moving target, so that's a little bit tricky to deal with. Maybe I just do move a set distance, a set speed towards it. Maybe that's what we go for. It doesn't, so what I like about the that I'm going for now is that it kind of gives that appearance of heavy air resistance for the throw. So, whatever. Speed equals 3 pixels per frame. We'll try that. So now we're going to need to actually deal with angles so that we don't get weird cases where it like goes faster diagonally or something. So theta. We're breaking out the trig, guys. Get ready. Get hyped. This dot target y minus this dot y, comma, this dot target x minus this dot x. I took little Toadette to the there's a duck pond not far from us. And we walked around there yesterday because I wanted to take her out and hang out with her a little bit before the trip, get some time with her. And those ducks do not fear. They do not fear God nor man. They are. They have lost any sense of self-preservation. I think they could have killed us if they had wanted to. Like we walked towards the ducks and then just stopped. Like, all right, we'll sit down here and look at the ducks. No, we're not going to get any closer. There they are. And then the ducks started walking towards us. Like, guys, we don't have any breadcrumbs. I promise we don't have anything. They almost had us surrounded. I was genuinely worried. I shifted my stance so that if I needed to, I could grab my child and run and shield her with my body if things went south. They did not attack us, but they got much closer than I was comfortable with a bird getting. And one of them looked mean. He looked like he could take somebody on one-on-one. Speed times math dot cosine of theta, and then y speed math dot sine theta. Oh, now the trick here is that we're actually going to go. All right, we need to go less than speed instead of less than 1 pixel, because we might end up like back and forth with it. Hey, look at that. Our snowman defended us. The penguins have 3 health. Is that what we decided? That is what we decided, isn't it? Let's give him 5. So that we got a little bit more. Guys, we have approaching penguins and we have snowmen. We don't have any way to actually place the snowmen ourselves, but that works. Let's do this. Let's do this for stupidness. How do we do this? How do we make this happen? I guess we do kind of want a frame num for now. We're gonna change this later, but let's say if frame num mod, let's say every 2 seconds. Mobile snowman units to chase the penguins. So that's kind of part of what separates, in my opinion, that's one of the separations between tower defense and an RTS, is the mobility of units. Been using Visual Studio and just now learned that Visual Studio Code is a thing. What's the difference? And hello, welcome, Spectre. Visual Studio Code is much lighter weight than Visual Studio. Visual Studio is a big, heavy program, but it's got a lot built into it. It's actually going to run your code. It's going to let you debug easily. It can integrate with all kinds of crazy different types of source control you've never heard of. It can do code analysis. Visual Studio Code is meant to be a little bit more... Okay, Microsoft Word versus Notepad++. That's the analogy there. Visual Studio, big, heavy program, takes a ton of memory, but does a lot of very cool stuff. Visual Studio Code, lighter weight, easy to start up, maybe not as feature-rich, but still very powerful in the right hands. To add on to Green Hero's idea, maybe those snowmen bash the penguins with snow shovels. Oh no, this is getting to be very violent. What about a tower that emits mobile units? Ah, okay, I see what you're saying. Kind of like how the snowmen are throwing snowballs. We have something that throws something that's not quite a snowball. I get it. Yeah, we'll think about what the different units are exactly. I'm gonna just have it spawn a penguin every 2 seconds. Just so we've got things to happen. And also, in the initialization, I'm gonna just spawn a snowman to start with, right there. -10, math.floor. Oh wait, no, -10 is fine for the left, and then the math.floor, math.random times 10, -5. Yeah, that'll give us a nice little random distribution of our snowmen. So now we can just have snowmen defending us. Oh, are they going to be able to keep up? Oh no, he's not going to be able to keep up with this. He's not going to be able to keep up with this. Oh, that's too many. That's too many. All right, now he's got a friend. All right, we'll let this just kind of go for a bit. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Ah, that's not enough either. All right, hang on. Notice that it did RAM. Yeah. Just learning code. What language are you learning? Wow, even that is not enough to deal with the waves of penguins. There we go. I slowed the penguins down slightly. Maybe that will help. Help our snowmen deal with the onslaught. Maybe not. I just thought this would be enough. I just thought this would be enough. Should you lose when the penguin gets to the base, or should the base itself have the health bar? I think it'll be something more like that. That a penguin can get there, but Python and C#, both very fun languages. I'm a big fan of C# myself. Okay, now we've got something. Now we've got something going here. Okay, so while this is going on, wow, it's still. All right, you can kind of see it sometimes. I don't know if it's gonna show up on the capture for you guys, but sometimes there's like a thin blue line next to like the penguins or something. Or next to the snowballs. And you know what that is? That is this little bit of ocean tile is clipping just a little bit. And it's because of how we're drawing it. In our draw tile code down here. Yep. We are supposed to. I think what we want to do here is do a math.floor on our coordinates, because when we're telling it draw this at location 5.2, sometimes where it's slicing, it just gets a little bit off. So we're gonna see if this helps it. You're not gonna see, because I don't think you guys can even tell. But already I'm not seeing any blue lines flying around with the snowballs, so that's a good sign. I think that did help. Get 'em, snowmen. Python is getting more and more used today. Change your career. IT coding and programming. Nice. Yeah, I mostly do JavaScript at work. But I like JavaScript, but it's not very well suited to enterprise environments that much as a language. It's rough. Oh gosh. they can't keep up? How is it that they can't keep up? More snowmen are required here. We're gonna have a different item for when they're in the water, or a different artwork for when they're in the water. But I do want to keep the number of colors limited as much as possible. Okay, I think we've got enough snowmen to hold them off now. Barely. Man. That's a lot of penguins, gotta say. All right, so our sprite count should be keeping low right now. Yeah, we're at 22, 23, 23, 21. Okay, yeah. So we are properly inactivating and removing the sprites. And we don't have to worry about the memory because once it's out of a list and it's no longer referenced by anything, JavaScript will like dump that memory for us. It handles the garbage collection on its own. Thank goodness. I don't want to be bothered with that. There's a performance hit. JavaScript's not super efficient. It's not super fast. But we don't have to deal with worrying about all that stuff. Hang on. I've got a post. 4 hours lo-fi. Warrens. Gosh, the Warrens. Darkest Dungeon, man. What a great experience that I never want to do again. What a stressful game. Alright, so where do we go next? I guess player is next, right? I don't know. The light blue kind of works for me. Originally it was a cream color, which I like the contrast, but for that to represent snow, did not look good. Did not look good. I think the artwork will look better later. Right now, I'm gonna try not to think about how bad the artwork starts. Remember what Moon Rover looked like when it started? I do. It was just circles. It was just circles of full saturation colors. All right, we're gonna add our player sprite, which is gonna be a hat. A Frosty the Snowman style hat. You weren't there for the early Moon Rover days. Oh, man. Woof woof, there's Rover. Oh, you know what we don't have right now? We don't have Rover in this layout. Let's get Rover. Where is Rover? Rover Bop. Oh, there's Rover. Let's put him over there. Flip him around. Have him jamming out in the corner. Oh, yeah. Rover's grooving now. There he is. For those that weren't there, last time we did a game dev stream, that was October of last year. We started a weekly game dev stream, and those went on for about 6 months. And we went from a very crappy set of circles moving around on screen to a full-fledged game that is now an official Twitch category and everything. And you know what? I'm pretty proud of that. Rover needs to be in an Easter egg, have a cameo. I think you're definitely right on that. All right, so we're gonna add our reference to our new file. Okay, here's where we have to actually deal with keyboard input. Keyboard input? Mouse input? What are we doing? I don't actually know what we're doing. Hat is tile 2. hat. We're gonna start the hat right there. Yep, there's our hat. Hot dogs, snow dogs. Let's see here. Hat movement. A snow rover. Snover, I think you mean. I think maybe we do keyboard movement to start with, because we're doing tile based, so it's going to be like tap left, tap right, tap up, tap down, space bar, whatever. Snover is a Pokemon. They're still making new Pokemon? What? I'm gonna grab a key. I'm gonna grab the keyboard handling code from Moonrover. All right, hang on. Let me find that. Gen 4. Wait, was there something after Gold and Silver? Obama Snow. Now you're just making things up. Obama wasn't in Pokemon. You can't pull one over on me like that. Moonrover code. Here we go. All right, Moonrover code. Oh boy, we wound up putting a lot of code in here, didn't we? Keyboard handler. Here we go. Oh, because there really wasn't much keyboard handling to do. Not subtle. Obama is in the next generation of Pokemon. Okay. I mean, this is enough, though, right? I think this is enough here. All right, so we need a keyboard handling code. Okay. Add in that. Let's write some keyboard handling. Straight up ice cream. Vanillish. You guys are just messing with me. It's all just, there's 151 Pokemon. 150 and more to see. I was in middle school when Pokemon came out. And gosh, if I could find this, I would show and tell. They sent me a VHS. I don't know if they... I don't know who they is, for one thing. I had a subscription to Nintendo Power. Did I have a subscription back then? Yes, I must have. So maybe that's how they got their mailing list. But however they did, I was mailed a VHS that was like a 30-minute commercial for Pokemon, and it worked. I wanted Pokemon after that. When I saw like all the advertising for Pokemon in Nintendo Power, I would just see it and see all the anime pictures and be like, this is like a Japanese puzzle game or something, I don't know. And I would just keep on going. But then they sent me that commercial with someone excitedly talking, and there's 150 of these little critters, and you've got to catch them all. And I was like, I do have to catch them all. Mom, we need to buy Pokemon. Posted the picture in the fighter Flightless dev. Let's take a look, everybody. Those are snowmen. Snover. You guys are just making things up now. Get your OCs out of here. All right, so let's see here. We are looking for... All right, we're not gonna do full screen business. Key text. Console log key text. Init key handlers. That is something we want to do in our initialize, so that you guys can't really see this down here, but it now recognizes our key presses. We're going to start with just WASD for now, I think, just to kind of keep things simple to start with. If it's W, do one thing. If it's A, do another. If it's S, well, and then we also need to do a key up listener, because we got to keep track of if the key is up or down, right? How are we going to do this exactly? What's the best way to make this work? I feel like there's some better mapping that we can do here. All right, let's have a variable called key state, and we're gonna name some keys like this. All right. Don't worry, this is gonna make a lot of sense soon. You snow. Okay, so I do think that as the hat, you basically hover over a tile and you will just start hoovering up snow very slowly. However, certain tiles on the map will be snow drifts, which is this one right here that just looks like some big curves. And if you are hovering over those, you will gain snow at a much faster rate. Like, significantly faster, to the point where the main loop of the game, any round you start, the first thing you're going to want to do is beeline for a snowdrift and sit there for a few seconds while you analyze the map. I don't think you'll ever really run out of snow. People going too hard on the drift. You don't want to do that. Yes. If you dig too deep, penguins can come out of the pool of water that forms when you dig. That would certainly be interesting. Like if you have some control over the terrain in that way. So let's see. Key state, up, down, left, right. And then we're going to have a key map, which is going to map a keyboard key name or key text to a key state. All right. Now what this is going to do, you guys are going to love this. What this is going to do, it's going to let me map multiple keys to a single action. All right. So A and arrow left both get mapped to our left input. All right. Otherwise the holes could be, yeah. Yeah, I still don't know the full details of what we're going to allow in the game. Yeah, so this is basically our controller mapping, which maybe eventually we allow you to remap controls even. I don't think we've done that in a game before. Controller remapping. Balrog penguins, no. And then maybe we have an action 1 command as the space bar. that what the space bar? Okay, space bar is actually just space bar. Got it. Huh. Hang on. There's got to be a better way to get that. Keyboard event. Code. Maybe code is what we would prefer to have instead of the key text. Or e.keys. A or key A. Yeah, code looks much nicer here. Yeah, maybe is that I don't know what the right like browser agnostic way to do it. We're doing kind of a tower defense game here. So we're going to use e.key instead. So the idea is you are defending the South Pole from waves of penguins by building snowmen. This is with typically what we do for game dev streams is chat comes up with the ideas, and then we just kind of build it live, publish it, test it, feedback, repeat for a few weeks. We did this last year and had a pretty decent product at the end of it, which I'm you know what, I'm satisfied with how it turned out. Key A is A. Okay, and then key W. And arrow left is the other one. Okay, so that's still the same. So key D. The skier from Ski Free, throw them in as well. All right, so this is gonna be our mapping that maps actual keyboard inputs to actions. So up, left, right, down, and action 1, whatever that's gonna be. And key state is what's going to keep track of those action inputs with whether they're currently active or not. And we're going to be a little bit naive on our approach. We're gonna assume that if, for whatever reason, if the player wants to use both WASD and the arrow keys in combination, that there's gonna be some weird behavior. What's the movement you do as a player in the game? Well, the player is an old silk hat, a la Frosty the Snowman, who's going to sort of hover around the map. Right now I'm gonna go with directional input on the keyboard, and it's gonna be tile-based. So while you are on a tile, you hit a arrow key or WASD, and you will begin moving to the neighboring tile. And we'll basically be ignoring inputs until you get centered on that next tile, at which point, if you still got the key held, you'll keep moving, otherwise you'll stop, and can take another action, such as build snowman, collect snow, whatever the other options are, I don't know at this point. Okay, so key state. So here's my Grandmaster plan for how we're gonna handle keyboard input. So on key down, we're gonna grab the key code from the event, and we're going to search that against the key map. So let's see here. Mapped action equals key map sub key code. If mapped action. So if you pressed a key that corresponds to one of these 9 keys, then we're gonna get the associated action. If not, it's gonna come back as null. Hey, Faraday. Well, thank you. Much appreciated. Who did that go to? Oh, Rammers. Rammers needed that sub. Gosh, they sure did. I felt it deep in my soul. Man, appreciate that, Faraday. Faraday, if you have any musical requests, I normally can't break out the keyboard for video game music this late, but my wife and toddler are out of town, Digging the vibe? Well, thank you. This is a very weird stream day. Building walls. I think walls could be cool. I want to, and here's my greedy reason for wanting to have walls. I want to do a little bit of pathfinding. I've got some ideas for how to do some pathfinding stuff that I'd like to try out. But yeah. Yeah. Definitely pathfinding. I'm still not 100% sure if the snowmen count as walls or not. I'm leaning kind of towards no, just because that means you have to make more units. Like, you have to keep up with more things. Like, maybe there's a special unit that is both a wall and a snowman that costs a little bit more. All penguins just ran through walls. Must construct additional units. Additional pylons. Additional snow pylons. So snowdrifts are our main resource gathering spot. That's our gold mine, our lumber yard. Take your pick. Our Vespine gas vents. Okay, so if we find a mapped action, which this variable is going to equal something like up, left, right, down, or action 1, then key state sub mapped action equals true. It has been pressed. Snarky, have a good one, man. All right. Aside on this is like one of my main things on JavaScript that I really, really like to have. Is this baked in object reflection, where you have a string and you can reference an object's properties by their name. In C#, that's expensive, and it's a bit of a pain to do. There's all these extra steps you have to go through. You have to grab the object type map. I don't remember all this other stuff. But in JavaScript, it's like, hey, I know the name of the property. Can I have the value that's in that object under that property name? Oh yeah, sure, right here you go. Why not? Also, you can loop through the object property names very easily. C# makes that very annoying to do because they don't like you having access to the property names. But JavaScript just hands it over, no problem. It's fantastic. So that's one of my favorite weird things in JavaScript. JavaScript has a lot of warts, but that one I like. Okay, key up is going to be the same thing, except we're going to set the action to false to indicate, okay, that is no longer the case. All right, now we can move around the map with our hat by checking the key state. So we're going to do something really stupid first off. If key state dot up, then this dot y minus equals 1. We're just going to start by just let you go. Just let you just fly around the map. No speed limit, nothing. No tile alignment, just go. Just to kind of confirm that this key mapping works. Here we go. Oh, we're on the move, boys. How about Python? I don't actually remember how Python does reflection. It's been a while. I am out of water. I've been at this for almost 12 hours today. Not this. Goodness knows this is not 12 hours worth of work. But I've been streaming for 12 hours today for some ridiculous reason. This is what I decided to do with my day off. What was that there? Oh, Faraday, thank you for the follow. I saw my little swoop. Yes, I'm a programmer by trade. I promise my work does not actually look like this. You've never learned what industry, it's true. I work in an industry that is not actually a software industry, but it is a big corporation that hires a lot of programmers, which you wouldn't expect to need a lot of programmers. But it's just that every industry needs programmers now, so lucky me. How much work can a Dobbs work? A hint for the people that know a lot of the channel friends. It is an industry that is tangentially related to the industry that Riddle works in. Thermonuclear ferret monitoring in the western reaches of the outback. Close, it's the eastern reaches, but half credit. All right, pull this back up. Shiner, you are just catching the fruits of the past 2 hours. The fitter. So we finally have player movement. Look, guys, the penguin is wearing a hat. The snowman is wearing a hat. The castle is wearing a hat. It's fantastic. What do we do? This is the 12-hour mark approaching. An industry that needs... Everybody needs a little JavaScript. So a lot of corporations like to have internal applications for their employees to use. They have no shortage of big ideas that they want. Okay, so we're gonna change this a little bit. It seems to be explode a never-ending line of penguins. You know what? You're actually pretty close. This is Fight or Flightless, a tower defense game in which you, a sentient magical hat, summon snowmen to defend the South Pole against the encroaching penguin army. It is a troubling situation. Look at those penguins just sliding on in. Oh, you know what? You know what? Just for funsies, we're pushing these penguins. You know what? Let's do is let's give them a random side to come from. Let's have them just coming from, yes, here we go. Penguins from both sides. Penguins need a better plan. Are penguins going to be able to kill snowmen? That we're not really sure. Why do they form a line? Basically because we have very simple placeholder pathfinding code that amounts to, if you are above the x-axis, or if you're to the left of the x-axis, move right. If you're to the right, move left. If you're above the x-axis, you know what I mean. Go towards the origin. Yeah, I think there will be different types of penguins. There will be different types of snowmen. All that good stuff. All right, hat movement. We're gonna clean up the hat movement now. How are we gonna clean that up? Well, let me tell you. I'm not sure. Okay. Tile X, tile Y. It's gonna be a lot better. We don't need initial. I don't know what I was thinking of that. Get that out of here. This dot tile X equals tile X. This I do not like about JavaScript. TypeScript does this so much better. Constructors. Simultaneous presses for diagonals. Ooh. Oh. Tricky part there. Well, there's a few tricky parts. One, inputting that, I might require some kind of forgiveness time. Like, oh, what if I hit the up button, but then like 2 frames later I hit the right button? Does that count or does that not count? Frame perfect. It's a frame perfect input. TAS only. We might allow diagonal movement. The penguins will probably be able to move diagonally. Will they though? I don't know if they will. Let's start with That's right. That's you gotta earn it. Okay, so I want to keep track of your current distance. A movement cooldown? I think it pretty much will be a movement cooldown. This is about mastery, yes. You gotta get it right on. If you want to be in the big leagues, you gotta earn it. Just make the diagonal movements naturally slower. Tricky. I mean, not really, but... Oh my gosh. I want to assure you, I do have a job. The support is most welcome, or most appreciated. But we are going to do diagonals regardless at some point, because I already have in my head this grandmaster plan of penguin pathfinding that you guys are gonna love. So. I will say, the last time we did a programming project, I should bring up Moonrover, just to give the newcomers a little bit of an idea of what all this is. To give you guys an idea, last time we did we kicked off a programming project like this, we did every Friday about 2 hours of work for 6 months. And that is how we arrived at Moonrover. Let's show off. Let me pull up the old videos here. Oh, don't play myself, please. That's not what I'm looking for. Rover is coming. Brace yourselves. Rover is coming. Alright, here we go. Well, this is confusing, isn't it? Oh boy. Look at all these nice thumbnails. Alright, here we go. Oh, do not adjust your television set. Hey, what's up, Pastobs? That's showing off some other old projects. Let's see, where did we wind up? Ah, there it is. That's Moonrover. That is Moonrover right there. Humble beginnings. Hair looks better. Well, I don't want to give away all the details, but for some reason, a year ago, I might not have been leaving the house to get a haircut. I think a week or two ago was the first haircut I've had outside the house since March 2020. Yes, the red circle is bad guy. Pink is bad. You don't want to be pink. Okay, so that is where Moon Rover began, all right? That's where Moon Rover began. All right. Now let's go over to see what Moon Rover is now. All right, everybody ready? Everybody ready to see where Moon Rover stands now? Still the same? Well, yes. This is Moon Rover today. I need to unmute the tab, don't I? Do I? Oh, it's just very... Oh, it's because I've got... That's why. There we go. Moon Rover. This is Moon Rover now. I need more. I need more. Give me... Is that audio crazy? Doesn't look crazy. Credits to all of you wonderful people that came up with ideas for Moon Rover last time. Shiner, there's you! That's you! Mom, get the camera! Okay. We're gonna play as Rover. So this is a kickback-based platformer shooter. You don't recall having any ideas. I'm gonna have to check now. Oh, dang it. Hang on. Gotta get my sea legs. There we go. Grab the Mooney. Only hindering. I mean, basically. And for those that also don't know, Jen did speed runs of Moon Rover, and it was ridiculous because she found all the best glitches. They might. I'm gonna have to look up what your ideas were, because I've got a spreadsheet. I kept track of all the uses of the what you call it, the game dev idea channel point option. Oh my gosh. Fair. For Turtle! Turtle did need it. And then we arrive at the Mog Shop. Well, Faraday, I'm happy you stumbled in as well. There it is, Mog Champ. Yeah, fair. I did eventually realize that got a little close, didn't it? All right, but that's what Moon Rover became. So now for all you guys that... Oh yeah, because I turned my my headphone volume down. That's why it was so quiet. Ooh, I probably blew some speakers after all. Well, Faraday, thank you again for stopping in. Good to see you. Rather, good to meet you. There was good reason for the naming on Mog Shop. It made a lot more sense a year ago. Aw, fantastic. You too. All right. We're gonna get a little bit of tile-based movement in before the end of the night, guys. The real question is the three cats watching Top Gun jokes. Gosh, these penguins. They're tenacious. They just don't give up. in the face of overwhelming odds. All right, move cooldown is going to represent... this is not a great way to do it, admittedly. What I want is I want to make sure you are centered on a tile, and then we're going to check for your inputs. And then if you have an input direction, then we're going to wait until that processes all the way through before you can make another move. But you can just hold the button down if that's what you want to do. That works. The timing on move cooldown, though. It's like... I have to, like, time that with... Okay, here's what we'll do. Here's what we'll do. Frames per move. And then let's make that 20 frames. There we go. Now we don't have to, like, have it in 2 places. If move cooldown is less than 0, then... Okay, we want to have a target tile X and a target tile Y, don't we? That's what we want. Is that what we want? Does that make sense? Let me think about that. Instead of a move cooldown, we could just check, do these 2 things... No. Tile X and tile Y are your target locations. X and Y is your current coordinate, which is different because it's off by like a factor of 20. So instead, we're going to say tile X and tile Y are the ones that change. We'll to do bound check. We don't want you flying off into the sea. Or maybe, I mean, if you want to fly off into the sea, I guess that's your prerogative. And this does work because if you are holding both up and left, it will process both of these. So that's good. So let's see here. Now we're going to check to see if you are already at your target X location. Right? Groose. Target X would be this dot tile X times cell width. Similarly, target Y is going to be that times cell height. Height. Now, if target X does not equal your current X, then we have to move that way. And how far are we gonna move? We're gonna move by frames per move. Towards that. Towards that. How do we know which way it's towards it? All right, first let's do a check for just the absolute distance. If it's less than our, okay, let move distance, move speed equals, oh boy. All right, this one will get weird if cell width and cell height don't equal each other. But it should work okay for now. If cell width divided by frames per move. Yeah. So the fact that this is like 40 pixels apart, and we're allowing you 20 frames to make that distance, you're going to be moving at 2 pixels per frame. If you are less than 2 pixels away, then just set this dot X equal to target X. Just go ahead and cover the rest of the distance and do nothing else. Otherwise, this dot X plus equals our move speed. A little bit longer tonight, bot. move speed times either -1 or 1. If this dot x is less than target x, then we are moving in a positive direction. If target x is less, then we are moving in a negative direction. It's a little wordy there, but it covers all our bases. Then do the same for target y. So do all these things again for y. Boom. And you know what? Here's where we can do like move speed slightly differently for cell width and cell height now that I look at. So maybe this will work. Does that work? Is that enough? Is that enough code there? Whoop, there we go. Uh-oh. All right, there's one thing. Uh-oh, I'm gone. Ah, I can't stop. Help! There's no brakes. I forgot to put brakes. This hat does not stop. Why does the hat not stop? That's hilarious. Move cooldown. No. Is it the move cooldown? Move cooldown's at 0. Huh. All right, well let's add some logging here. First, let's check if this area is being actually hit by anything. Oh wait, of course it is. It's always being checked. Oh, actually, it's being checked. Oh, we stopped. Oh, we stopped eventually. Why? You know what? Instead of move cooldown, let's get rid of move cooldown. Drop move cooldown and replace it with target X is equal to current X and target Y is equal to current Y. Yeah, I think. Oh, that did seem to work. Oh, we're stuttering though. Oh, because we're not operating on this immediately. This is ugly. Alright, now we got smooth movement. We can move around the map. I don't know how fast we want to be able to move around the map. Like, it makes it enough where I'm like, okay, gotta go here, summon a snowman. Okay, now I gotta go all the way over here. Okay, gotta get over here. All right, I think that's probably a reasonable starting speed. Next, we need the ability to snowdrift. snowdrift. Let's make a snowdrift next. At location 0, -5. Add a snowdrift. There it is. There's our pile of snow. It does not look good. Hovercat! Hi. I got really sad when I heard about little Toadette being scared and in a new place. Are you here to see all the things we're working on? That's a lot of Ys. That's how you know she loves me. Look at all the Ys in that hay. Hey. Yeah, it was sad. I hope the nightlight is helping her. I hope she doesn't, like, need a nightlight going forward, even at home now. Hey! Now I need to decide on button presses for, like, summoning things, and is it gonna be like Green Gang, like tap button to summon thing? Weird. That's very strange. Ah, gotcha. Yeah. That is a weird one. I think what we're gonna do here. I don't know. See, this handles movement. Maybe I'll just throw that in a different, just a sub-function here. Like this. Okay. There we go. Clean that up a little bit. And now at the end of that, if we're still on the place where we want to be and we hit action 1, break out the keyboard handler. Tell me. Uh-oh, target X not defined. Ah, because that makes sense. Oh. I need to think about this. Basically, I want to intercept inputs until the current action is done. For movement, that's easy, and then there's things like summon a snowman. Phone twitch. Yeah, I get you. It's different. Digit 1? Or numpad 1, okay. Well, I hope the evening has been fun for you, and you've gotten to Have some good downtime tonight. It's gonna be action 1 now. Pretty much all day. Yeah, it's been we've been yeah, pretty much all day. Tomorrow will probably be not streaming. Gotcha. She's getting ready for bed. I'm pretty close to that myself. You know what? Let's just say, let's ignore this and just say, if you push the button, you get a snowman. We'll deal with the consequences later. What will I do tomorrow? Probably just chill quite a bit. Recover from today. Maybe other people will be streaming and I can watch them instead. Probably not the usual crew, but somebody's bound to be streaming during the day. Alright, I'm gonna summon a snowman. I did it! I summoned a snowman. Yes! Wait. Oh, I'm summoning like 5 snowmen on top of each other. Whoops. That's okay. Sleep in? Oh my gosh, I can sleep in. I'm not gonna physically be able to sleep in. I know that deep down it's not gonna happen. Here's what we've got, Hovercat. This is Fight or Flightless so far. Break out the sleep mask and white noise. Maybe. Maybe. I'm realizing these penguins need flippers. And walk cycles, but that's a problem for another time. We're definitely not going to deal with walk cycles right now. Oh, I think I kind of got like a a very unofficial job offer. Not really, but kind of. Someone came in earlier to watch the game dev happening, and they gave out 2 subs, which was pretty funny in itself. It's always weird that occasionally we'll just get people that I've never met before who will come in and throw out gift subs. But they were like, shoot me a note if you ever want to change careers. I've got a bunch of studios looking for people. Which is hilarious to me because, like, is that guy a recruiter? Is that how recruiters look for people? On Twitch streams? Because that's really funny if so. I don't think I could ever do game development professionally. Not because I don't enjoy it, I do. But if I had to do it, I would probably not enjoy it anymore. Gotta get that commission somehow. Like, if that's what they're doing, that's such a good idea for, like, how to find, like, actual people that are really into what they're doing. Because you basically are getting a free interview of, like, just, go to the whiteboard and show me how you program through this problem. No, you can just watch them for 20 minutes and see, like, okay, yeah, that's a good idea. Oh, yeah, that's good. It would turn into, yes, it would. The light blue looks a lot better than the cream color. We never really used the cream color in the tile set, but the previous attempt at art was, instead of the light blue, it was like a cream. Oh my goodness. Whew. All right, you can move around. All right, I should be a good programmer and actually make it so you can't add a snowman on top of an existing snowman. even on this first edition here. Let existing snowman equals sprites dot filter find a snowman. If existing snowman dot sum, if there is such a snowman that exists in this same tile that I'm about to place a snowman, then don't. That's the takeaway. If there is snowman, then don't re-snowman. Perfect. Army of snowman, go! Pile them up, pile them up. Don't let any penguins through. Don't let the, don't give him the stick. There we go. And then we need to add text so that people know how to play. Click canvas to focus. Then WASD to move the hat. 1 to spawn a snowman. There we go. That's satisfying. I'm cool with this. I think this is our first. All right, I'm gonna close this now. I think this is our first iteration. Compared with Moon Rover, I feel like this is a lot more progress in the first night. Yeah. So now we're gonna publish. We're gonna publish it. Initial commit. Fighter Flightless. Master branch. We don't have multiple branches for this. So this is games, fight or flightless. $404. That makes sense. Because it takes a while to sync over. Just gonna refresh every once in a while. Any second now, it's gonna be available. Come on. Come on. Load it. Those little foot. Aww. I get what you mean. You get into a zone where everything you hear, it's like, was that her? All right, it was committed 1 minute ago. Once it's up, I'm gonna post it on the Discord and we're gonna call it a night. Guys, I hope you've had fun today. I've had fun today. That is the right address, right? Slash games. Yeah. It's just taking its sweet time. Sometimes it takes a minute for the files to get over there. And then we can do... We need to be able to add resource gathering, pathfinding, different types of units, unit upgrades, lose conditions, win conditions. Those are still a little tricky to figure out how that's supposed to work. But there's lots of things that we can add. It's Paper Mario music. I'm pretty sure. Petalburg. Moon Rover is a much shorter name than Fighter Flightless. Read a bit of game theory, that's true. But that's just a theory. Game theory. Yeah, there's a very wide gulf between programming things and designing things. That's a good point. Mostly I was thinking of what to make the in-bot command for a link to it. Because we've got one for Moon Rover. It still just doesn't exist. Like if I go to GitHub /DobsWorks games, Fight or Flightless is there, and the index is there. It's loaded. It's just not loading. Mirror the first F. Ooh. Ooh. I do need to eventually think about logo. Moon Rover logo turned out pretty good. Because you got like the moon texture and then the collar, the little dog tag. Still going, you better believe it, Shiner. We're wrapping up. I'm waiting on the code to publish and be live so I can post the link and end the stream. And also kind of like just waiting for anyone to go live on Twitch. But that's probably not happening tonight. Shiner, are you still planning on streaming for Games Done Badly? I've got you down for Sunday, October 10th at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. Nice. Oh, we better not make it to 13. How do I go here? Oh, that works. Okay, hang on. It is there. There we go. Boom. Still don't know what you're doing? Wand of Gamelon, man. It's the only option. Alright, I'm just gonna pin that to the Discord. We are done. Alright, guys. That's it. We did the streaming. That's what you're thinking if you can't think of something else. It's a classic, man. In some sense of the word, I'm sure. Oh boy. We finally did it. We've got it. There he is. There's our snowman hat moving around, spawning snowmen on things. Snowman, 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 snowman. This has been a day, hasn't it? What all has happened today? What all has happened here? Let me look at my, what did we get? What all happened today? We had, wow. Wow, that was today too. Okay, so we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 subs. 3 of which were gift subs. And like way too many bits from McFixit, because he's an absolute madman. And a lot of ideas added to the whatchamacallit. So I did this with Moonrover, is I made a channel point reward for submit an idea, and at the end of Moonrover I refunded all the points, but I just did that so I'd have a queue of ideas that I could pull from. And I've already got, how many here? 27 sitting there. Good call, Shiner. Get that, don't let that prime go to waste. Well, thank you, Shiner. 6 subs today. You hear that, Hovercat? I get to quit my job. Be a full-time game dev on Twitch. I don't sell any games. I just let people pay me to watch me make games that I then give away for free. That's the plan. All right, that's it. End of stream. We're done. We finished. It's over. Everybody go home. Close it all down. Now we know how much you could make in a day of full-time streaming. Yeah, with an extra 4 hours of overtime. Yes, the stream is Rover. Is that it? No other announcements. GDB is next weekend, if you guys want to watch that. Are we gonna do this? Is this the new Friday category? This might be the new Friday category for a while. Turn it into a 24-hour stream. No! Absolutely not. No! I'm in my 30s, Green. My body doesn't do that anymore. It barely did into the 20s. I remember some all-nighters, writing papers up until 5 in the morning, feeling miserable. It's bad times. Bad times. Alright. Now we're done. Needs to be well rested. Yes! That's right. Because as soon as little Toadette is back, Hovercat's gonna need some rest. So tomorrow, I'm gonna be resting. Sleepless, half-drunk Dobbs crazy dev ideas. That's how you get Moonrover. All right. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you for hanging out. It's been a blast. Whoa. 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 All right. Slowly turning to C++. Yes. All right. Good night, everyone. Again, thank you for hanging out. Bye. Hovercat, I'll call you. Mwah.